Welcome to this lecture. In this lecture, we will discuss about assignment solution of week 2 of NPTEL subject antenna, and the name of the week 2 is antenna radiation hazards and dipole antenna. So let's start. Power transmitted by broadband FM tower antenna is what? Okay, so generally FM broadcast transmitter generally transmit one 10 watt to 100 kilowatt. So the answer is B. So generally FM broadband tower always transmit 10 to 100 kilowatt power. Okay, so answer is B. The body temperature of person is around 37 Celsius. After the use of cell phone for approximately 20 to 30 minutes continuously on one side of one ear, the approximate temperature of the earlobe will be. So this is the one of the proven scientific concept that if you use 20 or 30 minutes a mobile phone continuously near the immediate vicinity of your ear, then the temperature of ear is increased by 1 degree Celsius. Okay, so the now the body temperature is given 37 Celsius. Okay, so plus 1 degree Celsius, so that will give 38 Celsius. So the approximate temperature of the earlobe will be 38. So the answer is C. Okay. People living within dash meter in the main beam of cell tower antenna are considered to extremely radiation zone. So generally, if cell tower is located in near your house and if you are within the 50 kilometer of that cell tower area, then you are in the extremely dangerous radiation zone area. Okay, so answer is 50 kilometer. Okay, so 50 kilometer, that means you are very near to the cell tower. So it is very dangerous to your health as well. So the answer is A, 50 kilometers. Example is given. A printed dipole antenna is designed at frequency of 900 megahertz on FR4 substrate having epsilon r that is equal to 4.4, h is equal to 1.6 millimeter, and tail delta is equal to 0.02, which is not given, but you still consider it. The width of the dipole antenna is 5 millimeter. Then find out the approximate resonant length of the dipole antenna. So for dipole antenna, the equation is length plus diameter that is equal to 0.48 lambda. So this is the design equation of dipole antenna. So for that, the diameter is given to you. Okay, diameter is equal to 5 millimeter, that is equal to width. Okay, consider diameter that is equal to width. Then length you have to find out, lambda you have to find out. But in order to find the lambda, here the frequency is given to you 900 megahertz. So for printed dipole antenna, the wavelength lambda that is equal to C divided by F square root of epsilon effective. Okay, epsilon effective. But here epsilon r relative dielectric constant is given. So how to find epsilon effective? So remember, for always printed dipole antenna, epsilon effective that is always greater than 1. Okay, so it is equal to 1.1. Take this epsilon effective is equal to 1.1. So put epsilon effective in this equation, put F is equal to 900 megahertz and C that means velocity of light, 3 multiplied by 10 is to 10 meter. Okay, or 3 multiplied by 10 is to 13 millimeter. So calculate lambda, put the value lambda over here, you will get the length that is equal to 148 millimeter. Okay, put all the values on in the equation and you will get the value of length that is equal to B. Next, approximate gain of this antenna, the data is same. We have to find out the gain of the antenna. So you always remember dipole antenna have gain that is always that is equal to 2 dBi. Okay, because the length of the printed dipole antenna is very same that in case of dipole antenna. So gain is generally taken as a 2 dBi. So the answer is C. No need to calculate the gain of this system, and no separate equation is also not available to calculate the gain. But you always remember dipole antenna having length or printed dipole antenna that having length that is equal to 2 dBi. Okay, so answer is C. The radiation pattern of dipole antenna. So 4 radiation patterns are given. Each contains E plane and H plane. So always remember dipole antenna radiation pattern have two components. One is E component, one is H component. So generally in E field or E plane, the radiation figure is generally in the form of figure of 8. Okay. So you carefully observe that option A and option B in which E plane have figure of 8. Okay, so A and B may be to answer, and in H plane it must be directional. Okay, directional means a circle. So this circle is also given, but you carefully observe A and B. Then in E plane X component and Z component is given, and X component and Y component are given. But in case of B, Z component is given and Y component is given and X and Y. So B definitely not having the answer, because X axis is also always denoted by X and Y axis is denoted by Y, and here E plane Y axis is denoted by Z. So the A is the right answer. Okay, so answer is A. Input resistance of two-fold half-wavelength dipole antenna is approximately what? So always remember that dipole antenna input impedance that is proportional to n square multiplied by impedance of the dipole antenna. So n square at n is equal to number of fold. So here 2 fold is given. So n is equal to 2. So 2 square multiplied by 68. 68 is the impedance of the dipole antenna. So if you multiply 68 multiplied by n square, for n is equal to 2, you will get 272 as a answer. So answer is C. Suppose 3 fold dipole fold antenna is given, then you have to take 3 square multiplied by 68. Suppose 4 fold antenna is given, then you multiply 4 square multiplied by 68. So here 2 fold, that means we have answer 272 ohm as a C. Option is C. The length and diameter of the dipole antenna are given 28 centimeter and 8 millimeter. Approximate resonance frequency that we have to count here. The equation of the dipole antenna length and width, that is equal to L plus D is equal to 0.48 lambda. So the length is given to you, okay, that is equal to 28 centimeter, and diameter is also given to you, that is 8 millimeter. Okay, so convert centimeter in or millimeter into same unit. Okay, and you have to find out the value of resonance frequency. So put lambda is equal to C by F and put value of L and D, and you will find the value of F. So F is equal to 500 megahertz. If you calculate using this equation, you will find answer is C, 500 megahertz. Lambda by 2 dipole antenna is designed at 2.45 gigahertz. If metallic plate is placed behind the antenna at distance of lambda by 4, then what increase? Gain, frequency, or bandwidth, or all? So if a lambda by 2 antenna is designed and if you put the metallic plate behind the antenna, then definitely that will increase the efficiency. Okay, efficiency that is equal to eta, and gain is proportional to efficiency. Definitely gain is always increasing, but here gain is doubles. Okay, gain is increased by 2 times. So the answer is C, gain doubles. Bandwidth of dipole antenna can be increased by, so generally if you want to increase the bandwidth of the dipole antenna, you can increase the diameter of the dipole, as well as you can use the following two configuration using printed bow type configuration as well as biconical configuration. So all the answers are correct. So the answer is D, all of the above. Okay. WHO has classified overhead high voltage transmission line as, so overhead high voltage transmission line is considered as a class 2B, possible carcinogen to human. So the answer is C. Okay. Length of the dipole antenna is 25 millimeter at 900 megahertz with wire diameter D is given 2 millimeter. What will be the current distribution of antenna? So in dipole antenna, generally this type of example are generally asked in GATE exams or IAS exams. The length is given to you, diameter is also given to you. You have to find the which type of current is going through the passing through the dipole. So first of all, you have to calculate L by lambda. Okay, L is given to you, that is 25 millimeter. Frequency is given to you, so from frequency you can calculate the value of lambda. So L by lambda, that is equal to 3 by 40. So now if L by lambda is equal to 1 by 2, okay, then the sinusoidal distribution will be there. Here 3 by 14, that is not equal to 1 by 2. So sinusoidal distribution will not be there. But if L by lambda, that is, or L value, if L value is between lambda by 15 to lambda by 10, then it is triangle distribution. So if you find out the value of L over here and put the lambda, that is equal to 1000 divided by 3 millimeter in this equation, you will find that the value of L is between this range only. Okay, so it is also known as triangle distribution. So the answer is B. Okay, because value of L is between these two range. So answer is B. Input impedance of dipole antenna of length 5 centimeter at 400 megahertz is what? The input impedance of antenna will be inductive or capacitive. So in order to find the input resistance of dipole antenna, this equation is used. Okay, 20 pi square L by lambda is to square. So the length is given to you 5 centimeter, lambda is not given, but frequency is given to you. So from frequency you will calculate lambda is equal to C by F. Okay, you put L and lambda in this equation, we will find Rin, that is equal to 0.8. Okay, 0.8. Now we have to find out whether this impedance is inductive or capacitive. So always remember, in dipole antenna, if length is less than lambda by 4, okay, you have the value of lambda over here, divide by 4, that will give you lambda by 4. If length is less than lambda by 4, then definitely the inductive impedance, whatever the impedance offered by the antenna, is always capacitive. Okay, and if L is greater than lambda by 4, then the impedance offered by the antenna is always inductive. So here, if you calculate lambda by 4, and if you calculate and you have a value of length L, then lambda by 4 is always greater than L in this case. So now the impedance is always capacitive. Okay, so L is 5 centimeter, you find the lambda by 4, so 5 must be greater than some big value, that will give a capacitive impedance equis. Okay, so now answer is B, 0.8 ohm input impedance as well as capacitive impedance is there. So answer is B. Design dipole antenna at 0.7 gigahertz. The approximate length of antenna is what? So dipole antenna length equation is given, L plus D is equal to 0.48 lambda, as we have discussed in previous 2 MCQs. So L length you have to find. Diameter is given to you, 4 millimeter, convert into centimeter or meter. Now you have to find out the value of lambda. Lambda is equal to C by F. So convert this lambda into meter, convert this diameter from millimeter to meter, put this value in this equation, and you will find the value of L. So if you find in centimeter, then L will become as 20 centimeters. So the answer is B. Okay. Excessive use of cell tower phone over long period of time may cause what? So if you use, this is the proven science research is that if you use mobile phone for more than 18 minutes, okay, more than 90 minutes per entire day or per 24 hours, then your fertility will be affected. It may cause DNA damage also and increase the risk of cancer. So all the answer are correct. So A, B, C all are correct. So the answer is D, all of the above. So D. Small dipole antenna is placed at the origin XY plane at phi is equal to 30. Its normalized E radiation pattern will be in terms of phi is. So generally normalized E field radiation pattern of dipole antenna is given by sine theta plus phi. Okay, where phi is given to 30, so 30 which is equal to pi by 6. So the E field pattern is equal to sine phi plus pi by 6. So the answer is B. Two dipoles antenna are placed orthogonally and fed with equal amplitude and quadrature phase difference. The effective polarization of this antenna is, so two dipole antennas are there which are placed orthogonally. Orthogonally, that means the current fed, whatever the current feeding to the one dipole antenna which is orthogonal to the second dipole antenna, but both having equal amplitude and quadrature phase. Quadrature phase means lambda by 4 phase difference between both the dipoles. So in this case, only circular polarization is possible. Okay, so the answer is B. So that's all from my side. I hope you have enjoyed this lecture so much. This video information may be beneficial to you for the current as well as an upcoming NPTEL session of the antenna subject. So in next lecture, we will discuss about assignment solution of week 3. That is all about monopole antenna of antenna subject NPTEL. So till then, be happy, be safe, be fearless, and keep faith in Almighty. Thank you very much.